Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Red EDC. Well, a topic that was suggested, unfortunately it's probably been close to a month ago. I don't know. With everything that's been going on. No, the topic, or well, I guess it was more of a question. The question was asked is, what is my favorite slip joint to carry? And that was, I kind of thought about it a little bit, and I know I've talked about my favorite types of slip joints and stuff, but I guess I can go into it just a little bit deeper. Obviously, I talk about it quite a bit, but I do carry a slip joint quite frequently. I have a lot of them that come through the channel, and then I find one every once in a while that I'm like, oh, I like those. And those. And well, it's a knife, right? But no, I do actually have a favorite type of slip joint that I like to carry. I really like to carry a single bladed slip joint with a pull, in that 5 to 6 range. That is probably my absolute favorite to carry. Now, handle material and stuff like that doesn't really play a role. I don't really, as far as carry goes, I don't really have a favorite. Sure, I like wood. I like, good looking bone, abalone. I mean, come on, we got some jig tie for sure. But that really doesn't play into it. It's mainly single bladed with a pull to about 5 to 6. Maybe even a little closer to that 6 range. That's probably my optimal slip joint to carry. Will I carry others? 100%. I mean, we've got a pretty good indication because these hedgehogs, they're probably closer to a 7. But I mean, I absolutely love this knife. I've posted pictures on Instagram of my hedgehog collection. At this time, I only have one of the original razor blade shape, but I've got a couple of this spear point. More than a couple, but yeah, I mean, goodness gracious, it is a fantastic knife, and I love carrying it as well. Now this one, it's probably between that 6 and 7 range. Like I said, just about 6 is probably my optimal, but yeah, I mean, these gorgeous, gorgeous knives for sure. Now, I don't really. Do I prefer traditional, like a more traditional slip joint, like your Sodbuster Barlow, or, a more modern type slip joint? That really doesn't play into it as either. I honestly can say now, I'm a big fan of Barlows. We got a little Barlow there. Of course, we've got a Barlow. I love Sodbusters. Got a Barlow there. Those are probably my 2 favorite patterns that I really like. They appeal to me the most. I say single bladed, and I know some of you are probably like, well, there's multiple bladed knives out there. Congresses, Stockman, 1 or 2, 3 blades are better than 1. Hey, fair point. I can't argue that with you. For me, it's a comfort thing. It's an absolute comfort thing. I mean, single blade, you usually don't have a secondary or even a tertiary blade, to get in your grip. And you know me, I kind of whine about grip sometimes. That's kind of my big thing is ergos. And single blade just works out the best. Now, I will say that I do kind of like copperheads because those secondary blades are usually pretty low profile and it doesn't really affect my grip or anything like that. So I will get into a copperhead every once in a while, but for the most part, I do prefer a single bladed slip joint. I mean, and like I said, it's hard to beat some of just the beautiful traditional, but Nothing wrong with a nice modern slip joint. You know, you got a modern slip joint, you usually get, you know, a little bit upgraded steel like the M390 on this one. Different handle materials as well. You know, a lot of the more traditional patterns stick with the more traditional, for the most part, not always, but they stick with the more traditional materials, you know, your bone, your wood, stuff like that. Now, of course, we get into, you know, we've got a Barlow, that's a traditional pattern, but here we've got Jig Titanium. And this again is another one that the pull is a little bit stiffer. Now this is made by QSP as well. So that's why QSP's slip joints typically have a little harder pull. You know, in that more, probably closer to 6 to 7 range. So, but man, beautiful knife, good sized knife, for sure. But really, really good looking. Now, I do slip carry. I slip carry my slip joints. Absolutely. Why? I protect them. It's just me. You know, not always do I carry them in a slip, but like my little EDC pouch that you always see me, you know, talk about on Instagram or post pictures of on Instagram. That's where my slip joints go. 100%. 100%. They're usually always protected. Always. Now, if it's got a pocket clip, now not so. Okay? If it's got a pocket clip, it probably won't be slip carried. It'll be, you know, fifth pocket carried, maybe even opposite pocket carry, you know. I mean, of course, that'll be blade out, but on a knife like this, I'm not really worried about that blade being open in my pocket at all. Now, I will tell you that when I go to work, I always have one of these on me. Yes, it is a slip joint, 100%. But honestly, it's not as much for the blade as it is for that, the Marlin spike. I use that quite a bit at work. Now, I know those knives don't get the love that everything else does. You know, and to be perfectly honest with you, that is probably my more true, if you stay true to the words, everyday carry. Now, I don't carry this specific one every day. I have pretty much 3 to 4 that I rotate through. And, you know, I will pocket drop this one because it is too big for the sheath that I have. I usually don't carry a sheath. The only thing I ever really carry in a sheath is my Marlin spike knife. That's because, well, I have a really nice sheath that our good friend Joe from Lancelot Leather made for me. So that fits my, it fits my older Marlin spike knife. It's not quite big enough for this one. So this one and my blue, my denim, my Carter one, they do end up getting pocket dropped. And I have another Marlin spike knife that it does have a pocket clip on it, so it gets just, you know, regular pocket clip carry. So, but as far as just my favorite, that's about as far as I can define it for you. Single bladed, and I'm trying. Yeah, a pull between that 5 and 6 area. That's as defined as I can get it. Brand doesn't. I mean, you guys know I love Rough Rider. I mean, come on, $10, $10 for this little guy. I mean, that's a great value knife. Now, of course, something that little, it's not going to go through every type of rope I have at work. I have other knives. I'll always have this on me if I need it or something like, you know, or a knife I'm carrying for review, or one of my finches that I'm carrying. I have something that will go through larger diameter rope. But, and the second reason why I do carry a slip joint quite frequently is a knife like this doesn't tend to cause disruption if you know, or even this, you know, it's a grandpa knife, right? I mean, hey, I'm a grandpa now. I always called these grandpa knives. Well, dang, that just kind of hit me all of a sudden. Just totally, wow, yeah, okay. But, you know, they don't cause a stir, a ruckus, if you were to use it in a more public setting. I mean, it probably could with somebody, but, you know. Anyway, I think you understand what I'm trying to say. It's less threatening to people, especially some, you know, a little guy like this, you know. You need something cut and you break this guy out. I don't think this is going to cause too much of a flurry, but hey, you never know. You never know. So, I will have to say, this question was posed. I went back and looked on actually 3 different videos where I thought the question was asked, and I could not find it. Of course, when it was asked, I didn't write it down right away, and I cannot give the individual the proper credit for asking the question, and I do feel bad about that. I am sorry that I cannot give you the credit for asking the question. I most certainly do appreciate it. I can't thank you enough for asking the question, because that gave me an idea for a video. And, you know, it's nice to do these types of videos every once in a while, rather than just the, you know, my standard knife videos. You know, those are pretty standard, so. But I do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Again, if you've got a topic you'd like to hear my thoughts, opinions, whatever on, please feel free. Leave it down in the comments. I will do my best to write it down in my little book, in my log and jotter book. I have one, especially for your guys' ideas. I just didn't write it down this time. I'm sorry. So, thanks a lot, guys. Greatly appreciate you. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. As always, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.